if you're new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brianna Hightower. On my channel, we do a lot of just like mommy life, lifestyle vlogs. But one thing that I do, because I kind of just put whatever I am feeling on my channel, one thing that we do here is we talk a bit about MLMs, so multi-level marketing companies. And I wouldn't call myself like an anti-MLM-er. I am. I don't really care for them. And I'll link a couple of my other videos below so that you guys can kind of see why I don't care for them. But in today's video, I felt like it would be very interesting to dive into what's going on right now with the FTC, so the Federal Trade Commission, and multi-level marketing companies. Just recently, last week, the FTC actually posted a public notice basically and sent out letters directed to a couple different MLM companies. And so this is perfect timing, because just last week I came on here on my channel and I was posting a video talking about how different MLMers and these Huns are really using COVID and, you know, I shouldn't say it, my channel will get flagged if I say it, but using what's going on in the world right now, I should say, to kind of do self-benefit for themselves and for these companies. And a lot of the CEOs have kind of just been letting it happen. So the fact that the FTC sent a letter like this out is to me just very intriguing. And I think that if you are someone that is you're in these companies that got letters, which I'm going to show you which companies in a moment, or if you're someone who's been on the fence, I think the FTC literally delivering them a warning letter speaks volumes. And I think it speaks a lot about kind of, at least right now, the tactics that these companies are using to get people to use their products, to recruit people to work and sell their products. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's just read kind of the headline and then see what businesses actually are the ones who receive these letters. And like I said, guys, this isn't I feel like when you're someone that's against MLMs, it's not hard for us to really, I'd say, get fuel or get the facts and statistics to back what we are saying. And reason being, the FTC, this is not something made up. This is literally, the site that I'm showing you is .gov.org. This is the FTC site. These letters were really generated. I'm going to read you guys some of the letters from some of the companies that we talk about on my channel occasionally. So, okay, let's just go ahead and dive in and actually sit down and read and see what companies were the ones that received letters.
So this is the letter. You can see FTC warning letters. The Federal Trade Commission has sent warning letters to companies allegedly selling unapproved products that may violate federal law by making deceptive or scientifically unsupported claims about their ability to treat the you-know-what. The Commission has also sent warning letters to multi-level marketers regarding health and earning claims they or their participants are making related to you-know-what. So this has been going on, but now that they're relating it to this pandemic that is happening, it's really giving the FTC fuel to go ahead and send out these letters. So here are some of the companies, as I said, received it. So you have It Works, Modern Inc. I'm unfamiliar with some of these. Provi, Roden and Fields, as I mentioned earlier. You have Total Life. The list goes on. So we'll just go ahead and take you guys through the list. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the letter that was sent to It Works. You can see it's directed, from the FTC with the date that it was sent via electronic mail to It Works Marketing. Warning regarding earnings claims related to you-know-what. So basically it is addressing their general counsel, so their president. And it is basically saying that, they have reviewed the points that are being made by their marketers and by the company. And in a gist, it's basically saying that, they are providing, they are unlawfully misrepresenting what is actually happening in this company. They are not being honest about the amount of money that they're able to make due to everyone who has been laid off. And then they give actual descriptions of the posts that are going out. So saying that this person made $500 a month, all from the comfort of your couch. Statements meaning she joined the business, decided to go for it in January, February, March, etc., earning herself that $15,000 bonus, basically making false income claims and using what's going on in the world to back those claims. They give more examples of earnings claims made by business opportunity participants that are false. During the recession in 2008, my company went debt-free. Right now, during these hard times, my company is killing it, and they continue to go into the bonuses, and they basically, as you can read, and you can get these letters online. Just Google FTC letters to MLMers. But yeah, so it is right here for you guys.
So a few that we talk about on my channel frequently, because I feel like they're some of the more popular that you saw on that list. So It Works, Arbonne, Road and Fields. So you guys read the letter. I found it very interesting and actually very ironic to see a lot of the posts that a couple other anti-MLM channels have been speaking about, and also that I spoke about on my channel. Some of those posts that we talked about were how they were saying, you got your stimulus check, this is what you can do with it, you can become debt-free, you can have the same amount of income coming in as you did for your job. These are false promises and false hopes that they're spreading, and they are correlating it to the pandemic that's going on right now. That is illegal. You cannot do that. The reason, as you guys read in the letter, you cannot do that is because the facts and statistics back that what they're saying is not true. Only less than 1.8% of people in multi-level companies actually make more money than they spend and make enough to actually live off of. And I know a lot of people feel like that number is skewed because of people who start and stop. It doesn't matter. When you're recruiting these people, you are telling them that by doing this, they are going to make money. And a lot of them work very hard and they do not make money. So the FTC is basically saying, these posts are false because the facts and the financial reports for these companies are not backing. And so they sent them warning letters saying that, legal action will be carried out. I'm kind of waiting, and I'm very curious to see how these companies are going to, combat this. I am expecting, a lot of people who work for this company to be probably either just stopping it based on what they've been told. I'm, preparing for the CEOs to probably make like a public statement. You're not just going to get publicly outed like this and not come back and either defend yourself or kind of explain maybe, their side. So hopefully they do come say something. I will, update you guys on that, because that's just the point of me making these videos. I just want to give facts with a lot of my opinion, but also throw facts in and just educate, so that if you still do think this business is for you, then that's fine. But I want people to be educated, because so many people are not educated on how a lot of these companies actually work. So I also found it very interesting to see how many MLM companies there actually are. And if you saw a lot of companies on that list, where a lot of like pharmaceutical companies and companies that sell health and wellness. The reason that a lot of those companies are getting bashed right now, and Arbonne is actually one that is being bashed right now, is because if you are familiar with, I'll use Arbonne as an example because that's like one of the most popular ones for me. And their products really aren't bad. I've said that on a lot of other videos. I feel like they're extremely overpriced, and you can find just as good products other places. Their products are very pricey, but again, I just do not like the marketing tactics that they use and they promise people, and it's untrue in my personal opinion. So Arbonne has something, for example, and it's called a immunity booster, and the way that they market it is they say that it, boosts your immune system, helps you, fight off viruses and different, the sicknesses that are being spread around. Well, and I'm not saying the CEO is telling them to market this way, but a lot of their distributors are selling this immune booster to be immune, like, towards what's going on in the US right now. That's totally absurd. What's going on right now, taking an immune booster is not, it's not going to be the difference between you getting all the symptoms of what, or not. So I know that was a big part of Arbonne's letter. That was one of the posts they talked about was, you know, if you see those posts talking about the stimulus checks, talking about you can make this money fast because I know you've been laid off, those posts are illegal, and they're urging people to actually like report them, to report the posts, because they're trying to basically gather more data so that they can start coming after these companies, guys. We're getting to a day and age where I don't know how much longer some of these multi-level marketing companies are going to be. They just, like I said, they just need to change the way that they market. As I said, I really like using Arbonne as an example because Arbonne is, or even Roden & Fields, I use Roden & Fields on my face. Like, I tell people I'm not against some of the products. Some of them I feel like it's complete BS, such as Beachbody. You shouldn't be talking about health and wellness and being a coach if you have no background in personal training, no education on it. And that's my opinion. I feel the same about Monet. I feel very strongly. Monet did not receive a letter, which I was a bit shocked. But they did not. But, you know, those are the ones that really bother me. People who are trying to give hair advice and they've never been to cosmetology school, and I mean hair advice to the point to where a lot of those products have bad things in them. Like, you know, I'll give hair advice on my channel of some curly hair products, but those products are amazing. They're silicone free, paraben free. They basically are just like water in them. You know what I mean? So that's what bothers me about this. So if you are seeing these posts, they're urging people to report them. And like I said, I really don't know how much longer these companies are going to be able to get away from the FTC, because the FTC does not like these companies. Some people, you know, say it's, you know, because they don't want other people to make money. They want to keep these corporations big and making money. What these MLMers don't understand is you don't have your own business. Like, I'm getting so tired of them saying you have your own business. People who have their own business, they have their LLC to start with. No one can come down and tell them you have to stop doing this, or you're going to sell this way, or no, you can't. No, when you have your own business, you make the rules. Obviously, you have to follow like FTC guidelines, but you make the rules for your business. No one can come down on you and tell you like, no, you're going to get this much money this month. You can only do this, do that. You have your LLC. You are the CEO of your company. These people are not. Your money, and you know, you're still paying into this huge company. And I mean, the CEOs of these companies are like billionaires. So that speaks a lot for itself. So again, I'm going to keep this video short. I just found it very, very interesting that the FTC did send out these letters, and I'm very curious to see where this is going to go. And like I said, I kind of wanted to update those on my channel who watch my MLM videos, because if you didn't know this, now you know, and this just further supports like facts that I put in my other video, which like I said, I linked down below. Please take a look at that video if you have time. So thank you so much. I literally was posted up in my car today because I really wanted to get this video out to you guys, and life's been crazy. But thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.